20 and 3, go. Hi there, guys, and welcome back to the Gossips Next Door. This is an emergency video / podcast.
Yes.
This is a drama upload to talk all things drama-lit.
Keemstar is shivering in his boots.
Yeah, this is an update on
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears
And everything. The Free Britney movement, really.
Hashtag Free Britney. I just put the M in so you can know when you're editing. We need to put it.
Yeah.
So Britney Spears.
Yeah, Britney Spears.
You know more about Britney than I know about Britney. All I know is she is a singer and is...
Well, I was looking forward to the Shane Dawson documentary. Tell me all about Britney Spears, to be fair.
Not happening.
Well. Could be.
So fill us in on the drama. So this happened this week with Britney.
So this week, first of all, Britney spoke out in court.
Britney came out of retirement. She said, nah.
Yeah, she wasn't having any of it. And
no.
She spoke for about 20 to 40... I think it was like 40 minutes, really. I think the full version is.
Yeah.
40 minutes and...
Britney, is that you? Britney's here, yeah.
And yeah, she just wasn't having any of it, and she spoke straight. She tried to be happy for years. But first of all, let's give you a rundown on actual Britney. Who is Britney?
Tell me
what's happened. I
who
mean,
she is.
If you were alive, you should know who Britney is.
Yeah.
So Britney Jane Spears.
Yeah.
Jean. Oh my God, I messed up already. Britney Jean Spears. On 2nd December
BGS.
1981.
Right.
Is an American singer, songwriter, dancer, and actress.
Lovely.
I'm not reading all of this, but late 90s, early 2000s, she was referred to as the Queen of Pop.
Yeah.
She's appeared on stage and TV. She has 2 albums certified as diamond in the US.
Fair.
Baby One More Time and Oops, I Did It Again.
Oops, I did it.
Maybe we should have wore a schoolgirl outfit today.
Maybe. My hair and pigtails.
I can see you in the wig now.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just amazing, and I forgot what other bit I was going to read, but obviously, it's had a credible career.
Incredible, spanning decades, obviously.
And then, obviously, with that type of pressure from a young age, she had a mental breakdown.
Shaved her head, hit the paparazzi with an umbrella.
Yeah.
2009, Britney. Is that the mean? It was like, I struggled too much. Do you know what I mean? Or was it 2007?
Let's find out. So Britney Spears had her breakdown in 2007. She took clippers to herself and the hairdressers.
Yeah.
And shaved her own head.
Shit, yeah. I remember that.
Obviously, it was a shit time. Then hit the paparazzi with the umbrella. Things went on, and then later in the life, this thing happened: the conservatorship.
Yes. Do you want me to give you a rundown?
Yes.
Right. So I've googled this because I wasn't sure, but my page is ready. So basically, a conservatorship is an appointment of a guardian or a protector by a judge or a statute to manage the financial affairs or daily life of another person due to old age, physical or mental ill-health. A person under conservatorship is a conservatee, a term that can be referred to an adult. A person under guardianship is a ward, a term that can be also referred to a minor child. Conservatorship may also be applied to corporate or organisations. So this is the same thing that happened to... what was the other child star that was under... She was in Modern Family. There was someone in Modern Family. She played Alex... not Alex... Dunphy, one of the Dunphy kids was under a conservatorship. She was in that, yeah. But she was a child, so she was going through it as a child.
Yes, I think the child's a bit different though, isn't it? I think it's different.
But back to Britney. You're trying to find the little thing that you are. Yeah. Yes, so back to Britney. Yeah.
So, what year? Did you get that bit up?
So she's...
What year was it?
2009.
8.
Oh, I was a year off.
Sorry. So, her father is in control of her estate and her personnel. Basically, so it's a two-tong conservatorship. Two-prong, one of them.
One of them, yeah.
One of them. And basically, I don't know what I'm saying now.
Basically, he controls her life. Yeah. He says yes, no, nah, not doing that.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
But what was really weird is how someone who can work and provide is in a conservatorship.
How can you be mentally unfit to manage your own life, but mentally stable to go out and perform your own life?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get that, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, I can only compare it
but
to...
the US doesn't make sense.
We have powers of attorneys out here.
Yeah, but that's if you like...
If
God's knocking on your door like, hello, it's me.
Well, it can be dementia or anything, which
I love
obviously
you,
her
Jesus.
father tried to claim that she had.
Yeah.
So I think we should just listen to the audio and then
let's live react.
Right, this is not going to work.
Hit me with your best shot, Britney.
I will be honest with you, I haven't been back to court in a long time because I don't think I was heard on any level when I came to court the last time.
Right.
I brought 4 sheets of paper in my hands and wrote in length what I had been through the last 4 months before I came there. The people who did that to me should not be able to walk away so easily. I'll recap. I was on tour in 2018. I was forced to do. My management said if I don't do this tour, I will have to find an attorney.
Miss Spears, I hate to interrupt you, but my court
in
reporter
court.
is taking
She's
down
on a
what you're
video
saying.
link.
Okay.
And so you have to speak a little more slowly.
Of course, yes.
Okay,
I apologize. Great.
Everything you're saying.
The people who did this to me should not get away and be able to walk away so easily. Recap. I was on tour in 2018. To do. My management said if I don't do this tour, I will have to find an attorney, and by contract, my own management could sue me if I didn't follow through with the tour. He handed me a sheet of paper as I got off the stage in Vegas and said I had to sign it. It was very threatening and scary, and with the conservatorship, I couldn't even get my own attorney, so out of fear, I went ahead and I did the tour.
Fair.
When I came off that tour, a new show in Las Vegas was supposed to take place. I started rehearsing early, but it was hard because I'd been doing Vegas for 4 years and I needed a break in between. But no, I was told this is the timeline. And
4 years?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And you do when you go to Vegas, you literally do it like 5-6 days a week.
Yeah.
Every week. Sometimes 2 shows a day.
Money though, innit?
Money she wasn't seeing.
Yeah, fair.
She just had to sign that contract. She just said she couldn't have her own attorney. Couldn't have her own attorney.
No?
Can you imagine?
Oh, I'd be dead. I'd have to kill myself by now. I know it sounds dramatic, but I've got enough like this. I'm done.
So just imagine what.
Right, what else you got to say?
this is how it's going to go. I rehearsed 4 to 4 days a week. Half of the time in the studio and half of the other time in a Westlake studio. I was basically directing most of the show with my whereabouts, where I preferred to rehearse and actually did most of the choreography, meaning I taught my dancers my new choreography myself. I take everything I do very seriously. There's tons of video.
Fair play.
Yeah, but her dad said she has dementia.
But how does she know how to do a dance if she has dementia?
How is she capable of doing a whole dance routine show?
But
2 hours long.
But it ain't being funny. We all seen videos of Britney before when she comes on stage and got a fucking clue what she's doing. Do you know what I mean?
I think they're previous though to the Vegas shows, weren't they?
Yeah. But it's that famous one where she's at the MTV Awards and she's like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why?
Britney.
Yeah, it's hashtag free Britney. Yeah.
But
I got to be said though. Can you put this screenshot on the screen? The one on the right hand side looks a lot like Caitlyn Jenner. Does it, at a quick glance, I thought, oh, Caitlyn Jenner.
you have to take a picture of it
To remind you that that is Caitlyn Jenner. Don't you like Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah.
Thanks. All right, carry on.
She's aged beautifully though.
Like Caitlyn Jenner.
With me at rehearsals. I wasn't good. I was great. I led a room of 16 new dancers in rehearsals. It's funny to hear my manager's side of the story. They all said I wasn't participating in rehearsals, and I never agreed to take my medication, which my medication is only taken in the mornings, never at rehearsal. They don't even see me. So why are they even claiming that? When I said no to one dance move...
She is spilling the fucking tea.
She is.
She don't give a fuck.
Why has her management got anything to do with her medication?
I don't know.
If you went into work and your boss went, wait, Ian, have you fucking taken your crazy pills today?
I say, because I don't fucking want to, hun. Leave me alone.
You'll say, I'll take it in my own home.
I'll say, excuse me.
And it's none of your
Nothing to do with
business.
you, unless you control my life, which you practically do. But anyway, it ain't none of your business.
Yeah.
I say, it ain't none of your fucking business. Slam her out to that and I'd be out that door. I'm like, good day, goodbye, sayonara, ta-da.
But she couldn't.
She
Because
can't.
the same people managing her was her dad, as well as her dad. All together.
Dad's a bit of a cunt. Just so.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? Really, he should go to jail. We haven't even heard about him yet.
Oh,
Into rehearsals. It was as if I planted a huge bomb somewhere. And I said, no, I don't want to do it this way. After that, my management and my dancers and my assistant of the new people that were supposed to do the new show all went into a room, shut the door, and didn't come out for at least 45 minutes. Ma'am, I'm not here to be anyone's slave. I can say no to a dance move. I was told by my, at the time, therapist, Dr. Benson, who died, that my manager called him in that moment and told him I wasn't cooperating or following the guidelines in rehearsals. And he also said I wasn't taking my medication, which is so dumb because I've had the same lady every morning for the past 8 years give me my same medication, and I'm nowhere near these stupid people. It made no sense at all. There was a week period where they were nice to me and they said, I don't want to do, and I told them I don't want to do the, they were nice to me. They said, if I don't want to do the new Vegas show, I don't have to, because I was getting really nervous. I said, I can wait. It was like, they told me I could wait. It was like lifting literally 200 pounds off of me when they said I don't have to do the show anymore. Can
you imagine being made to do a job? Made. Not, I mean... We are made to work, but we're not made.
Yeah, I can.
We're not made. Oh, wait, we can say no.
Yeah.
And be like, nah. I mean, you do with your attitude these days.
That's only in one place. Fuck off. You look like you want to be here. I don't. Yeah, babe.
I mean, if she said that, I mean, she would have her kids. Yeah, friend. It's just not a life, is it? It's like... You know, we got human cruelty.
Yeah.
Not human cruelty. That's not what I'm trying to say. Oh, I'm trying to have a rant here, but I can't get out what I'm trying to.
Try to say it's not right.
It's just not right for anyone, is it? The fact that this is a modern day and age, and she is a powerful woman. In
the words of Whitney, it's not right, but it's okay. I'm going to do this anyway.
Right.
That's what Whitney said.
I was really hard on myself, and it was too much. I couldn't take it anymore. So I remember telling my assistant, but you know what? I feel weird if I say no. I feel like they're going to come back and be mean to me or punish me or something. 3 days later, after I said no to Vegas, my therapist sat me down in a room and said he had a million phone calls about how I was not cooperating in rehearsals and I haven't been taking my medication. All of this was false. He immediately the next day put me on lithium out of nowhere. He took me off my normal meds I'd been on.
Surely, if people are saying...
The same person give her medication every day.
Yeah, so is this same woman that's giving her medication say, well, that's a fucking lie? This be a lie, bitch.
Well, I was saying this to Ben last night. The medical personnel out there is a lot different, isn't it?
Yeah,
than out here.
You got to pay.
Yeah, you pay directly. A nurse is coming to her house every day.
For 8 years. Yeah.
To make sure she takes her meds.
So why isn't she saying, this is bullshit? I've been giving her pills. I watch her swallow them.
Technically, her dad's the one that's paying her.
He's a prick. Next. Thank you. Next.
So I think I need to go back a few seconds because I think it was something important. I think it was about the way her dad changed her drugs.
Drugs.
For 5 years. And lithium is a very, very strong and completely different medication compared to what I was used to. You can go mentally impaired if you take too much, if you stay on it longer than 5 months.
Yeah.
But he put me on that and I felt drunk. I really couldn't even take up for myself. I couldn't even have a conversation with my mom or dad really about anything. I told them I was scared, and my doctor had me on 6 different nurses with this new medication come to my home, stay with me, to monitor me on this new medication, which I never wanted to be on to begin with. There were 6 different nurses in my homes, and they wouldn't let me get in my car to go anywhere for a month. Not only did my family not do a goddamn thing, my dad was all for it. Anything that happened to me had to be approved by my dad. And my dad he acted like he didn't know that I was told I had to be tested over the Christmas holidays before they sent me away when my kids went home to Louisiana. He was the one who approved all of it. My whole family did nothing. Over the 2-week holiday, a lady came into my home for 4 hours a day, sat me down and did a psych test on me. It took forever.
So you're telling me her family did absolutely jack shit?
Yeah.
Fuck the fucking Spears family, bar Britney. We all stood by Jamie Lynn when she was in Zoe 101 after Britney got her the job and she got herself up the fucking duff. We all stood by her. Yeah. And now all the fuck, now fuck the bitch.
Her
Fuck 'em all.
parents were bringing out a parenting book at the time that it was literally supposed to come out, and then she released she was pregnant. And so I think they still released it, but it wasn't great.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
daughter's
well.
16 and pregnant.
Oh. And on Nickelodeon.
Just,
Good program though, but
brilliant. Ooh. Sorry.
But fuck them. Fuck the Spears. I don't like any of them. Bar
The
Britney.
fact that
No
not
one's.
only your family, everyone stood by the medical professionals, the therapists, the management,
Well,
making
you-
up bullshit.
Yeah, but you do it. I know it sounds stupid, but in America, obviously they pay, don't they? So if they're getting
Yeah.
paid,
They're gonna-
if their dad's going to say, "Look, I'll give you £2 million if you put her on lithium,"
Yeah.
and say she's not taking her drugs,
Yeah.
and I'll give you £1 million on the side, you'd be like, "Back
mill's
transfer me
like
that £1 million
much.
now, and I'll be fucking done."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's mad. Absolutely mad.
Coronavirus pandemic, people do anything for money.
But I was told I had to then, after that I got off, I was told I had to then, after I got a phone call from my dad saying, after I did the psych test with this lady, basically saying I had failed the test or whatever, I'm sorry, Brittany, you have to listen to your doctors. They are planning to send you to a small home in Beverly Hills to do a small rehab program that we're going to make up for you. You're going to pay $60,000 a month for this. I cried on the phone for an hour, and he loved every
$60,000.
minute of it. The control he had over someone as powerful as me, as he loved the control to hurt his own daughter 100.
60 grand a month to go on a program that someone else is making
For
for.
Britney herself, for something that probably wasn't even
Needed.
real.
Do you reckon if it go? Do you reckon like when it all comes out in like next couple of months, do you reckon her dad would have to pay that money back to her?
No. Though I disagree with everything he's done, has he broke the law?
Oh wow. Well, unless
So-
it's like a
so
paper
when-
trail of like him doing dodgy dealings.
When you obviously in a conservatorship, you don't have it. You do still have some sort of rights. It's supposed to be respect, obviously. Like you know, if he was your mum, you would have respect. Like my nan.
Yeah.
That's why you're supposed to like do it for them.
Yeah.
But obviously, this was not for her. If she's exhausted from the hours she's doing on the week,
There's no. Yeah.
that's just.
Let's continue.
1,000%. He loved it. I packed my bags and went to that place. I worked 7 days a week, no days off, which in California, the only similar thing to this is called sex trafficking. Making anyone work against their will, taking all their possessions away, credit card, cash, phone, passport card, and placing them in a home where they work with the people who live with them. They all lived in the house with me, the nurses, the 24/7 security. There was one chef that came there and cooked for me daily during the weekdays. They watched me changed every day, naked, morning, noon, and night. My body, I had no privacy door.
It's basically prison. She's living in a prison.
I'm paying
I'm paying money to
60
be.
grand to be there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to pay 60 grand to be in a Majesty's pleasure, let me tell you. Sorry.
That's all right. I just thought you wanted to.
No.
It's just madness. I just think it's madness.
I can't believe we're only 6 minutes into a rant. Does she rant for 23 minutes?
I assume so. I think it's longer than this normally.
Bloody hell.
Let's go.
For my room, I gave 8 gallons of blood a week. If I didn't do any of my meetings and work from 10.
Why's she getting blood?
I don't know, but she get 8 gallons a week. How many litres is that? 2 seconds.
Speak to Siri.
How many litres is in 8 gallons?
The answer is 36.37 litres.
36.37 litres of blood every week.
Why's she getting blood?
Where the fuck's...
Where's it going?
How many litres of blood are in the human body?
I found this on the web.
Oh.
How many liters can you give a week?
I want to know how many's in their body first. Adults.
I want to make you happy.
Well, it says here, the average adult weighing 150 to 180 pounds should have 1.2 to 1.4 It's 5 gallons of blood in their body. Well, this bitch is giving away more.
Maybe she just...
How many gallons of blood should you donate a week?
Here's what I found.
How long will it take? It's on Reddit. So it says. How long will it take to donate 100 gallons of blood? 8 pints are in 1 gallon, so it could possibly donate a gallon of blood every 56 weeks, 392 days, or roughly 13 months. 100 gallons would take 392 times 100 days, so roughly 107 years. Since you're not allowed to donate until you're 16 years old in the US, you'd have to be 103 at a minimum before you can donate 100 gallons of blood. So it's practically impossible for now.
Right, well, we're not trying to slip up Britney here.
I'm just saying...
She obviously gave a lot, though.
That's wrong.
I'm guessing she was at a vial, maybe a vial or 2 every week.
Yeah.
That's still mad, isn't it? That someone's coming in, like, yeah, I'll just...
Taking her blood, like...
Mad.
I think she's wrong on that bit, but hashtag free Britney.
8 to 6 at night, which is 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, no days off. I wouldn't be able to see my kids or my boyfriend. I never had a say in my schedule. They always told me I had to do this. And ma'am, I will tell you, sitting in a chair 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, it ain't fun. And especially when you can't walk out the front door. And that's why I'm telling you this again 2 years later. After I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay and I'm happy, it's a lie. I thought I said that enough. Maybe I might become happy because I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized. You know, fake it till you make it. But now I'm telling you the truth, okay? I'm not happy. I can't sleep. I'm so angry, it's insane, and I'm depressed. I cry every day, and the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't think how the state of California can have all this written in the court documents from the time I showed up and do absolutely nothing, just hire with my money another person to keep my dad on board. Ma'am, my dad and...
Oh, she's spilling the tea. So... She's already said all this, and now she's...
Yeah, she's already said all this. And so the court in 2019 appointed someone else to take
Deal
over.
with it.
Yeah, but her father was still
On it. Bastard.
But someone else.
And then
was
also because of
dealing with it.
Corona, they had a year off, didn't they, really? The courts weren't open.
Yeah.
Right. I'm with
Right.
you. Play.
anyone involved in this conservatorship and my management who played a huge role in punishing me when I said, no, ma'am, they should be in jail. Their cool tactics working for Miley Cyrus as she smokes on joints and stage at the VMAs. Nothing is ever done to this generation for doing wrong things. But my precious body, who's worked for my dad for the past fucking 13 years, trying to be so good and pretty, so perfect when he works me so hard, when I do everything I'm told in the state of California, allowed my ignorant father to take his own daughter, who only has a role with me if I work with him. They set back the whole course and allowed him to do that to me. That's giving these people I've worked for.
Hang on a minute. She's just calling out Miley Cyrus for smoking a joint at the VMAs.
She's calling her out because she did drugs.
And then she got put in this. Miley Cyrus's drugs, well done.
Yeah, it's
kind
like,
of thing.
oh, brilliant. Yeah, great, good marketing.
So-
That's Miley's image now, isn't it? Do you know?
Doobie.
With Britney's, when she used to go out with Paris and things.
It's Britney, bitch. Yeah, it used to be
It
wrong.
was wrong.
Right.
Way too much control. They also threatened me and said if I don't go, then I have to go to court. And it will be more embarrassing me if the judge publicly makes you go. The evidence we have, you have to go. I was advised for my image, I need to go ahead and just go and get it over with. They said that to me. I don't even drink alcohol. I should drink alcohol, considering what they've put my heart through. Also,
To just going back.
I just want to take her out and get her pissed.
14 years, her precious body. Her dad has nothing to do with her other than work. Imagine how lonely she is. Is she stuck in this life? Lonely? I mean, her kids she has half custody of.
Got a boyfriend. That's pretty fit.
At the moment. Not I'm saying at the moment, but like, how did she even get a boyfriend? I don't even know. That's a different story.
How does she keep the boyfriend considering she goes to all this? So you mean?
Well,
how does she go?
She couldn't have a phone or anything.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's just madness. I don't know. The fact that your dad would do that to you.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Weird.
The Bridges facility they sent me to, none of the kids, I was doing this program for 4 months. So the last 2 months I went to a Bridges facility. None of the kids there did the program. They never showed up for any of them. You didn't have to do anything if you didn't want to. How come they always made me go? How come I was always threatened by my dad and anybody that participated in this conservatorship? If I don't do this, what they tell me to enslave me to do, they're going to punish me. The last time I spoke to you by just keeping the conservatorship going and also keeping my dad in the loop made me feel like I was dead. Like I didn't matter. Like nothing had been done to me. Like you thought I was lying or something. I'm telling you again because I'm not lying. I want to feel heard. And I'm telling you this again so maybe you can understand the depth and the degree and the damage that they did to me back then. I want changes, and I want changes going forward. I deserve changes. I was told I have to sit down and be evaluated again if I want to end the conservatorship. Ma'am, I didn't know I could petition the conservatorship to end it. I'm sorry for my ignorance, but I honestly didn't know that. But honestly, I don't think I owe anyone to be evaluated. I've done more than enough. I don't feel like I should even be in a room with anyone to.
Wow. She shouldn't have a conservatorship, should she? She's a sane mind.
Yeah.
To obviously an extent to look after herself and her money and everything.
Yeah.
And then her family's just exploited her.
Oh, this is going to be the return of Britney. Britney's back. I can't wait.
All over again.
Yeah.
Oh, shattered glass. Oh.
Right, let's keep going. Mad. I'm well into this.
Offend me by trying to question my capacity of intelligence, whether I need to be in this stupid conservatorship or not. I've done more than enough. I don't owe these people anything, especially me, the one that has roofed and fed tons of people on tour on the road. It's embarrassing and demoralizing what I've been through, and that's the main reason. I've never said it openly, and mainly I didn't want to say it openly because I honestly didn't think anyone would believe me. To be honest with you, the Paris Hilton story on what they did to her to that school, I didn't believe any of it. I'm sorry, I'm an outsider, and I'll just be honest, I didn't believe it. And maybe I'm wrong, and that's why I didn't want to say any of this to anybody, to the public, because I thought people would make fun of me or laugh at me and say, she's lying, she's got everything, she's Britney Spears. I'm not lying.
She says you don't believe Paris Hilton for being...
She's not...
She got taken.
I don't think she's saying it in a bad way. I think she's saying, like, she just didn't believe it as a person. So because she didn't believe that, she didn't think people would believe her.
Yeah. Makes sense, but okay. I was saying what happened to Paris was too much.
It was dark.
Yeah.
Britney, this is probably darker, though.
Yeah.
And because she had a mental breakdown, people are most likely... If the Free Britney movement didn't happen, and then she just came out with this, would we believe her?
No. Do you believe her now?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you not?
I'm torn.
I 100% believe her because...
I'm torn because... Go on. Sorry, I cut you off. Carry on.
They've blackmailed her. Her kids, everything. You know, there's videos of her on stage with a fever. I don't think a normal person would choose to do that unless they weren't being made.
I believe some of what she's saying. I'll say I believe some of it.
Okay.
But you can clearly say here that in this she's at that angry stage of like she just wants to get everything out. So we've all been angry where we go over things and you get that angry and into it, you miss certain things or something comes out which maybe not be right. So I'm just waiting to see what she says in the next 13 minutes to change my mind. Ask me at the end if I think she's right.
There's one part where I'm going to flip. Ooh. I'm going to have a big rant over her.
Oh, I can't fucking wait.
I just want my life back, and it's been 13 years, and it's enough. It's been a long time since I've owned my money, and it's my wish and my dream for all of this to end without being tested. Again, it makes no sense whatsoever for the state of California to sit back and literally watch me with their own 2 eyes make a living for so many people and pay so many people trucks and buses on tour on the road with me and be told I'm not good enough. But I'm great at what I do. and I allow these people to control what I do, ma'am, and it's enough. It makes no sense at all. Now, going forward, I'm not willing to meet or see anyone I've met with enough people against my will. I'm done. All I want is to own my money for this to end and my boyfriend to drive me in his fucking car. And I would honestly like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story.
She want to fucking sue the Spears. Sue fucking
She
Jamie
wants
Lynn.
to
Take everything they have.
She wants to sue Jamie Lynn and Jamie Lynn.
Fuck the bitches
And
up.
Brian. Are we
Jamie
Brian?
Lynn, Jamie Lynn, Brian. I think she takes them all down. Take down the Spears. Hashtag
Take everything they took from you and more.
hashtag get James Charles
Karma's a
involved.
bitch.
Oh.
Let's not get James Charles involved.
Nah, get James involved.
What's he gonna do?
Pedophiles. Carry on.
What are we gonna do with our information?
I don't know.
What's he gonna do? They're all over age for a start.
Oh, let's get rid of James. Then he's not worth it.
Shane needs to be involved.
Why, they're overage.
Do a documentary.
Oh.
maybe.
Story with the world and what they did to me, instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me by making me keep this in.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, the other side go, this file should be locked. It talks about she's going to talk about her medical records and everything. We should lock this in because you can. If it's talks about your medical records, you don't have to release it.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, I want everything out there. But the other side was like, you know, they wanted to keep this hush-hush.
Okay.
I just wanted, because it didn't say that, and I just want to like,
Put it out there that
yeah, that
they said no,
were
and she was
this
like,
is going to be talking about your medical records. We should lock this down because we don't want to breach your privacy.
she said, nah, fuck it, get it out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
For so long is not good for my heart. I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you to the judge to approve me, do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself.
Britney
My
Spears'
attorney
life
says
story
I
with
can't.
Piers Morgan.
It's
I'm
not
there.
good. I can't let the public know
What about
anything
PS?
they did to me, and by
James
not
Charles.
saying anything is saying it's okay. I don't know what I said here. It's not okay. Actually, I don't want to interview. I'd much rather just have an open call to you for the press to hear, which I didn't know today we're doing. So thank you. Instead of having an interview, honestly, I need that to get it off my heart, the anger and all of it that's been happening.
Oprah.
It's not fair they're telling me
Right,
lies
yeah.
about me openly. Even my family, they do interviews to anyone they want on news stations. My own family doing interviews and talking about the situation and making me feel so stupid. And I can't say one thing. And my own people say I can't say anything. It's been 2 years. I want a recorded call to you. Actually, we're doing this now, which I didn't know that we were doing this. To the public, and say knows what they did to me. I told I know my lawyer Sam has been very scared for me to go forward because he's saying if I speak up, I'm being overworked in that facility, that rehab place. The rehab place will sue me. He told me I should keep it to myself. Really, I would personally like to. Actually, I know I've had grown with a personal relationship with Sam.
Going against the lawyer's wishes there. Good. I think if
This
she should
is
speak up about the rehab.
this is not her lawyer though. This is someone they've appointed, isn't it? So someone under her dad's pay. Well,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm with her. Okay. Next.
My lawyer, I've been talking to him like 3 times a week now. We've kind of built a relationship, but I haven't really had the opportunity by my own self to actually handpick my own lawyer by myself. And I would like to be able to do that. I would like to also, the main reason why I'm here is because I want to end the conservatorship without having to be evaluated. I've done a lot of research, ma'am, and there's a lot of judges who do end conservatorships for people without them having to be evaluated all the time. The only times they don't is if a concerned family member says something's wrong with this person and otherwise. And considering my family has lived off my conservatorship for 13 years, I won't be surprised if one of them has something to say and go forward and say, we don't think this should end. We have to help her, especially if I get my fair served in turning exposing what they did to me. Also, I want to speak to you about, at the moment, my obligations which I personally don't think at the very moment I owe anybody anything. I have 3 meetings a week I have to attend no matter what. I just don't like feeling like I work for the people whom I pay. I don't like being told I have to no matter what, even if I'm sick. Jody, the conservator, says I have to see my coach Ken even when I'm sick. I would like to do 1 meeting a week with a therapist. I've never, even before they sent me to that place, had 2 therapy sessions. A therapy session and 1 therapy session with I have a doctor and then a therapy person. What I've been forced to do illegal in my life, I shouldn't be told I have to be available 3 times a week to these people I don't know. I'm talking to you today because
She's a powerful woman. She should do what she wants to do.
Do you, baby girl? Do you?
I know. It's just, yeah.
feel again, yes, even Jody is starting to kind of take it too far with me. They have me going to therapy twice a week and a psychiatrist. I've never in the past they had me going, twice a week and my Dr. Gold, so that's 3 times a week. I've never in the past had to see a therapist more than once a week. It takes too much out of me going to this man I don't know. Number 1, I'm scared of people. I don't trust people with what I've been through. And the clever setup of being in Westlake, one of the most exposed places in Westlake, which yesterday, paparazzi showed me coming out of the place literally crying in therapy. It's embarrassing and it's demoralizing. I deserve privacy when I go. And have therapy either at my home, like I've done for 8 years. They've always come to my home.
Yeah, why aren't they going to her home? Why does she have to go out? Why are they making her go out and doing it?
My thing is, you deserve privacy. You put yourself in the public eye.
But did she?
Well, yeah. All them years ago.
Yes. But she says privacy and go to therapy. Like, what she's saying is, like, she's saying just then that obviously they were coming to her home before.
Yeah.
So why can't that happen now?
Because her dad's a dick. Don't want to pay for it.
Or when the Dr. Benson, the man that died, I went to
soul.
a place similar to what I went to in Westlake, which was very exposed and really bad. Okay, so wait, where was I? In Westlake. It was identical to Dr. Benson, who died, the one who illegally, 100% abused me by the treatment he gave me too. And to be totally honest with you, I was so...
Excuse me for interrupting you, but my reporter says if you could just slow down a little bit because she's trying to make sure she gets everything that you're saying.
Okay, cool.
And so
But if it's recorded, what's your running
I have been through, and the clever setup in Westlake is identical to Dr. Benson, who died, the one who illegally, 100% abused me by the treatment he gave me. And to be totally honest with you, when he passed away, I got on my knees and thanked God. In other words, my team is pushing it with me again. I have trapped phobias being in small rooms because the trauma locking me up for 4 months in that place is not okay for them to send me, I'm going fast, to that small room like that twice a week with another new therapist I pay that I never even approved. I don't like it. I don't want to do that. And I haven't done anything wrong to deserve this treatment. It's not okay to force me to do anything I don't want to do. By law, Jody and this so-called team I should be able to sue them for threatening me and saying, if I don't go and do these meetings twice a week, we can't let you have your money and go to Maui on your vacations. You have to do what you're told for this program, and then you will be able to go. But it was very clever. They picked one of the most exposed places in Westlake, knowing I have the hot topic of the conservatorship, that over 5 paparazzis are going to show up and get me crying coming out of that place. I begged them to make sure that they did this at my home so I would have privacy. I deserve privacy. The whole conservatorship from the beginning, once the conservatorship from the beginning, once you see someone, whoever it is in the conservatorship, making them money and myself money and working, that whole statement right there, the conservatorship should end. There should be I shouldn't be in a conservatorship if I can work and provide money and work for myself and pay other people.
I agree.
It makes no sense. The laws need to change. What state allows people to own another person's money and account and threaten them and saying, you can't spend your money unless you do what we want you to do, and I'm paying them? Ma'am, I've worked since
It's
I was
abuse.
17 years old. You have to understand how thin that is for me. Every morning I get up to know I can't go on somewhere unless I meet people I don't know every week in an office identical to the one where the therapist was very abusive to me. I truly believe this conservatorship is abusive. And now we can sit here all day and say, oh, conservatorships are here to help people. But ma'am,
Help
there's
her at all, is
1,000
it?
conservatorships that are abusive as well. I don't feel like I can live a full life. I don't owe them to go see a man I don't know and share him my problems. I don't even believe in therapy. I always think you take it to God. I want to end the conservatorship without being evaluated. In the meantime, I want this therapist once a week. He can either come to my home. No, I just want him to come to my home. I'm not willing to go to Westlake and be embarrassed by all these paparazzi, these scummy paparazzi laughing at my faces while I'm crying, coming out and taking my pictures as all these white, nice dinners with people drinking wine at restaurants, watching me leave these places. They set me up by sending me to the most exposed places, and I told them I didn't want to go there because I knew paparazzi would show up there. They only gave me 2 options for therapists, and I'm not sure how you make your decisions, ma'am, but this is the only chance for me to talk to you for a while. I need your help. So if you can just kind of let me know where your head is. I don't really honestly know what to say, but my requests are just to end the conservatorship without being evaluated. I want a petition basically to end the conservatorship, but I want it to be petition to end it, but I don't want to be evaluated and be sat in a room with people 4 hours a day like they did me before, and they made it even worse for me after that happened. So
Right.
I'm honestly new at this, and I'm doing research on all these things. I do know common sense and the method that things can end. For people, it has ended without them being evaluated. So I just want you to take that in consideration. I've also done research. Also took a year during COVID to get me any self-care methods during COVID. She said there were no services available. She's lying, ma'am. My mom went to the spa twice in Louisiana during COVID. For a year, I didn't have my nails done, no hairstyling and no massages, no acupuncture, nothing for a year.
Oh,
I saw
my
the
heart
maids in
bleeds
my
for you.
home each week with their nails done.
Oh, my
Look.
heart bleeds. Your mum went to the spa where you can have your hair done.
But mum goes to the spa with her money.
I spent a year, 6 months, not able to do anything.
What?
And she's fucking crying. I got no.
Like, yeah, they're all right, but if it, your mum,
I couldn't go
if
get
your
my
mum went to the
hair
spa,
done. I couldn't do this. I'd fucking kill the bitch. Taking my money to the spa.
yeah, exactly.
We'd also do, like, in the year of COVID, I couldn't go to the spa. I couldn't have my hair done. I couldn't have my nails done. Couldn't have acne puncture. Get a grip. Is my opinion.
Different each time. She made me feel like my dad does. Very similar, her behavior and my dad, but just a different dynamic. Team wants me to work and stay home instead of having longer vacations. They are used to me sort of doing a weekly routine for them, and I'm over it. I don't feel like I owe them anything at this point. They need to be reminded they actually work for me. They tricked me by sending me to the... Okay, I repeated myself there.
Breathe, Brittany, breathe. Start again.
Also, I was supposed to be able to have a friend that I used to do AA meetings with. I did AA for 2 years. I have I did 3 meetings a week. I met a bunch of women there, and I'm not able to see my friends that live 8 minutes away from me, which I find extremely strange. I feel like they're making me feel like I live in a rehab program. This is my home. I'd like for my boyfriend to be able to drive me in his car. And I want to meet with a therapist once a week, not twice a week. And I want him to come to my home because I actually know I do need a little therapy. I was told, hold on. I think and I would like to progressively move forward, and I want to have the real deal. I want to be able to get married and have a baby. I was told right now in the conservatorship, I'm not able to get married or have a baby. I have a ID inside of myself right now, so I don't get pregnant. I wanted to take the ID out so I could start trying to have another baby, but this so-called team won't let me go to the doctor to take it out because they don't want me to have any more children. So basically, this conservatorship
Sorry, yeah, and I don't want you to have children. So I'll cut off your
Well, that's
ball.
fine by me. I fucking hate kids. But no, sorry. I was just googling when we'll find out about Britney's conservatorship. But yeah, carry on.
Oh.
I was just finding the answer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that this is the bit for me. This is the bit. First of all, they forced her to have it put in. They were
Yeah.
like, you're having it put in. So it's just ancient, isn't it? It's just, what's the word? Fucking barbaric.
Barbaric.
It's barbaric that a female in the 21st century not only has to go for all this, can't have a child when she wants to.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's forced on contraception,
Yeah.
and they're not allowed to take it out
But I
because
think
they don't want her to have kids.
the opposition, shall we say, will be she's not mentally stable to have kids.
Yeah, but they're saying she's not mentally stable to do anything.
Yes, that's what they're saying. They're giving her that. I'm not sticking up for her. I'm just
No,
saying
yeah.
from the other side, it'll be we put this in her so she didn't have kids because she's not mentally right. But I think what they've done. No, I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah.
What has happened is absolutely barbaric, and I think it's disgusting. I wasn't really a Britney fan, if I'm all honest. I was like, oh, all the gays rave about Britney. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I was been like, Britney. But now I'm like, you fucking go. I want to go to LA and have #FreeBritney on my chest. Do you know what I mean? Shoot my tits for her.
I'll go.
Let's do it.
This borders are still closed.
Joe Biden, let me in.
Is doing me way more harm than good. I deserve to have a life. I've worked my whole life. I deserve to have a 2 to 3 year break and just, do what I want to do. But I do feel like there is a crunch here, and I feel like I feel open and I'm okay to talk to you today about it. But I wish I could stay with you on the phone forever, because when I get off the phone with you, all of a sudden, I hear all these no's, no, and then all of a sudden I feel ganged up on, and I feel bullied, and I feel left out and alone, and I'm tired of feeling alone. I deserve to have the same rights as anybody does by having a child, a family, any of those things, and more so. And that's all I wanted to say to you, and thank you so much for letting me speak to you today.
So, I just Googled when will we find out about Britney's conservatorship thing.
Yeah.
And there's no answer really to say. It's just sort of like...
Is there another court date?
No, it just says... I Googled when we find out about Britney's conservatorship.
Yeah.
And it says, when will Britney's conservatorship end? Britney Spears' plea to end her conservatorship during the rare testimony on Wednesday could help lift some restrictions she is placed under. Sounds like COVID. But legal experts say it will be an uphill battle to end the court agreement eventually. The judge will not terminate this conservatorship lightly or without amp evidence.
They just need to watch the Free Britney documentary, which I haven't watched. But apparently there's tons of evidence in it.
Yeah, it says here, this is probably the most unique conservatorship ever, a legal analysis, Danny said. The judge will not terminate this conservatorship lightly or without ample evidence. In a 20-minute testimony, the singer said that she was traumatized by the people who have controlled her life for 13 years, alleging that she was overworked without any breaks, medicated with lithium, and prohibited from having more children after her conservators did not allow her to remove her birth control, all of which were approved by her father, James Spears, invert commas, Jamie. Spears was then basically just said that she's got support from singers and media personalities after a testimony and about a Framing Britney documentary.
Even Justin spoke out. It's weird.
Bloody hell. Before the judge makes... Oh, here we go. This is what we wanted to know. Oh, my belly.
Shit me.
Sorry, just my phone. So... I'm just trying to find where I was. Sorry.
That's all right. I was born to make you happy.
Right, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. Before the judge makes a decision, legal experts said Spears must file a formal petition to end the conservatorship, which has not yet been submitted to the courts of California. Once filed, a court-appointed investigator will speak with everyone involved in the court-ordered agreement, including the singer and her father. They say it's very unusual to end a conservatorship precisely because people in the conservatorship don't get better. Legal analyst Lisa Green told the Today Show on Thursday, while Britney would wish the judge could wave a magic wand to end this, what's going to happen will be the start of a whole process proceeding, and the judge will hear Britney and her friends' relatives can speak. But the conservators, including her father, may not agree with her. So a substantial amount of evidence, including medical evaluations, would need to prove that the conservatorship was no longer necessary, a procedure that Fears requested in her testimony to forego, alleging that her father had previously subject to numerous health evaluations. The most realistic scenario is that conservatorship remains, her father is removed, and the conditions under the court agreement will loosen. According to Tamara, a lawyer who worked with the actor Amanda Bynes' parents in 2020 conservatorship case, said Britney has said in this case that her father is doing more harm than good, but there is a reason that she's still in the conservatorship. We don't have access to all the evidence that the judge saw in 2018. We have a partial glimpse of what Britney said life to be like. It seems tragic, but there's a lawyer's story that we may never see. In her closing statement, she said, I feel ganged up on, bullied, left out alone, and I'm tired of feeling alone. I deserve to have the same rights as anybody else does by having children, a family, and any of those things. So basically, she got to file it. Well, she's gone today to say, I don't want it, but she got to file a...
Does she know?
I think
is her
so.
lawyers telling her? That's my question. Because she said she didn't pick this lawyer.
Well, the judge should say, well, ma'am, you need to file yourself a form. But then she's got to file this form, and then we've got to hear from her friends.
She has to go through the loop again.
For and against, isn't it?
Oh, there's going to be more people against. If her whole family's against her, there's going to be more people against.
Yeah.
Because now...
But I think the court should be able to appoint somebody, like an independent person, to do the psyche and everything else. Pretty boring, yeah?
No, I'm really tired. I'm so sorry.
You're very good. But yeah, after
She doesn't want
an hour of this, I think free Britney, let her live her life. I feel sorry for Britney, and I wish her the best.
She just wants to grow up. She hasn't been allowed to grow up.
For 13 years.
She's been just told what to do, where to be. It's like when if you're mentally ill, around here, if you're mentally ill, like whatever disorder you have, you go and get help.
Yeah.
Then you'd be let out.
Yeah.
If you'd be treated and then you'd be let out.
Yeah.
She's never been let out.
Yeah, so yeah.
She's like, she'll go on stage with Simon Cowell when she was doing X Factor, she'll sit in her seat and then she'll have to leave again.
Yeah.
But like, she's trapped under them people. They're always there, stood by her. Anytime she is out in the open, they're there.
Someone's there with a...
Like, looking, pointing, medication, do this, do that, smile, don't smile.
Yeah. I think that's what I think I can't wait to see the next development in this story. I'm sure we'll talk about it next in the actual podcast.
Well, hopefully things move faster for her. It's just not humanly right. None of this is humanly right.
No.
I mean, she's having worse treatment than a prisoner.
But the prison doesn't pay.
The prison doesn't pay.
She's paying.
She's paying. Sorry. And her mum and dad are involved.
Yeah. Wow.
I just don't know. Yeah. It's just madness. Absolutely madness. All of it.
But I do hope everybody's enjoyed this impromptu snippet about our live reaction to Britney motherfucking Spears leaked testimonial. I I just wish you the best, and I can't wait for in 2 weeks' time we can do another one of these and we can update everybody on what's gone on.
I just want to know now.
What love
So
is.
she did this in her room. In a room.
In a house. She
house
dialed
with
in.
the people.
She Skyped in. No, she's on her own.
Yeah, but there's going to be people in the house with her.
Oh, yeah.
For the conservatorship, and they're going to be like,
you fucking high.
what the fuck?
But then I think they can't do it because obviously they know if she files that document, that'll go against them, won't it?
I mean, what I'm saying is she's got to be a brave woman to do it knowing that...
Oh, yeah,
people
she must be fed the fuck
control
up.
of her now,
Yeah.
in her house and could do anything.
Yeah.
Not saying they would, and obviously with the court and everything. Are they protecting her? And like, what are they going to do next? Are they going to be like, oh, you can't see your kids tonight? You know, just think like.
Yeah, you've done this now, so yes, payback. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, mad.
Hopefully we'll find out.
Hopefully she is fine, and we yet to hear more.
Yeah, but yeah, I hope you all enjoyed.
Yes.
We will see you literally momentarily in the next episode of our podcast. But yeah, we're glad you enjoyed. Leave your comments about Britney below.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, and we shall see you in a bit. Are we going to do it on this?
Yeah, it's fine. Keep gossiping
about Britney Spears. Baligdi.
I was born to make you happy.